So actually, the referee is Kevin Wynn, who is like a 2nd or 3rd degree black belt at Wynn Jiu-Jitsu at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, I came up with Kevin years and years ago. We both started really early. And then, so this is now, you got Bryan on the right. You got Professor Akbar on the left. All right, let's see what we got. 2010. Yeah, anything you see, shout it out. We can pause it, go over some stuff. But yeah, it's just to be like a hip fire critique of this role here.
All right. Well, I see you guys feeling each other out.
This is what weight was this?
Well, what's funny? I actually fought. This was like whatever Nogi. I think it's 178. I actually just finished the bracket for I think 154, and I was actually in this bracket also. So he probably had about a good 30 pounds on me. And I just finished a bracket that I actually won that bracket at this tournament, and now I was thrown into this 181 bracket and had to fight your professor. Or Professor Akbar, I should say. So yeah,
you guys feeling each other out on the feet. You guys are having a stare down. Let's see.
Yeah, a little stare down, grip fighting.
Well, you know what it was. Collar tie. Being smaller, I didn't want to be under him. Like that was my concern here. So I was just sort of waiting, trying to feel out. Like should I shoot or is he going to sprawl? Like is he really going to sprawl on me? Am I going to have to fight from under him? So and I didn't want that as a blue belt.
Yeah,
it's amazing to see the evolution in Professor Akbar's game. He started jiu-jitsu later in life, and today in his, I think he's exactly 10 years older than me. I'm going to be 36 next week, so he's around 46. And this was many, many years ago, but he really made competition a big, big, big part of his life. He would go and train and just developed an incredible game, a really, really beautiful bottom game, and a deep half guard game, something that he really favored. So
this is blue belt open weight, or
this is blue belt? No, this is blue belt the division. Okay. This is the bracket.
So he shot in on you.
So he shot in on me, and I had like that guillotine choke where you come in under here, and I could hear him gurgling. This is why I'm like I could hear him gurgling.
Yeah, you got out of bounds.
Yeah. So let's watch this. So he's driving. I'm trying to sprawl out. He just drives it out of bounds. Yeah.
And this way you can see the evolution in even the point system in the tournaments, because normally they wouldn't try to reset something like this. Right. A guillotine again, you know what I mean? How can you reset something like that?
Right. Yeah, and you just never could get that submission in back again, even though it didn't.
So let's take a look at Professor Akbar's guillotine defense here in his blue belt years. I see he's got his left arm on the hip.
It looks like he probably has the right hand controlling his wrist too.
Yeah, he does. He had the right hand under the wrist. Absolutely.
And you're probably like, shit, I shouldn't have went out of bounds.
Yeah. And I was like, all right, man. I was like, and I'm still trying to choke him. I don't think he was gurgling at this point. And he was
he's driving. Oh, nice.
And then I sort of pulled guard.
So now let's see. So he gets
two. Let's see if he can pass your guard and start to work a choke up. Looks like he pops his head out.
Yeah.
So now he's looking to come to pass. He's working knee on belly. Let's see if the ref, looking up to the ref to see if he can get some points. Ref does not award them. Nope. He gets 2 points for passing.
This is also iPhone circa, like iPhone.
A little shaky.
Yeah.
That's the thing too, is they're changing in the rules too, is now the refs won't give the points unless they clearly see the escape of the guillotine. Oh, now you're going to lock on a Kimura.
Now I got
Kimura. Let's see if Akbar starts to work the traditional defense. He spins for the arm bar.
Yeah, step over arm bar attempt. Yeah, Bryan needed a guard, a half guard.
I know. I thought, there's my blue belt mistake.
You can take the back. Kimura trap.
Oh, Kimura trap.
Right to a stack pass.
Yeah.
This is like you got some nice defense going over there, pushing into the crook of the armpit.
Yeah.
Working the hip too, moving them low. Let's see if you do a nice shrimp to recover your guard.
I remember him stacking his knee behind my shoulder. Do you see how he broke me up at one point?
Yep.
And then I didn't come back down. So I see my mistake there. Now watching it and turning into him.
He's covering his hips. Let's see.
Switch hips, yeah.
Oh, he goes to take mount. And let's see.
So I could tell you, this is pretty much how the fight ends. We run out of time. You mount, and then he sits on mount until pretty much time comes out. I mean, don't get me wrong. He was trying to choke me and whatever, right? But pretty much this is how the fight ends. It times out, and
you're very gracious to show a win for Professor Akbar here.
Absolutely. Hey,
a real gentleman.
You can't do jiu-jitsu and not expect to lose quite a few times in your career. You know.
I gotta tell you guys, I'm very grateful that you are spotlighting Professor Akbar here, because he is just an unbelievable human, friend, and teammate. And he's also a big supporter of my podcast. Every time I put up an episode, he's watched it, comes in, wants to talk about it. And he has gotten a few shout outs on my podcast before.
Oh, he's going to love that video.
He's gonna love that. That was 11 years ago when I had to like dig into like old hard drives to find this thing. Like